Armando Bo began acting for film in 1939 in Ambition and made some 50 film appearances as an actor. But by the late 1940s, he had already taken up an interest in film production and began as a director, producer, actor and screenwriter in the early 1950s. He was involved in almost 100 different films during his career. Channel Viaggio Celebrity presents all 30 Armando Bo films. Number 30. Insatiable Widow 1984. Carmen is a nymphomaniac who feeds her anxious thirst for love by flipping through magazines with images of men. But then it will be the turn of her lovers of flesh and blood, her husband Dr. Luis, Alberto and other men. The woman travels south of Argentina looking for love, while her husband tries to find a solution for that illness. Although Carmen's desires will follow her until the end of her days, Isabel Shirley is a nymphomaniac wife who can't remain faithful to her husband, so he seeks help from a psychologist to find out why his wife is always cheating on him with both men and women. Number 29. Sin Familia 1954. The hard taste that a teenager without a family faces. Sin Familia is a black and white film from Argentina directed by Armando Bo, according to the script by Rafael Garcia based on the novel Sans Family by Hector Malot that was released on December 4, 1958 and had Rodel Well Francisco as its protagonists, Pablo Donadio, Virginia Rome and Oscar Rovito. This film, partially filmed in Bariloche, was the immediate one prior to the success of Bo's Il Thunder Between the Sea and Saballeros. Number 28. Una Viuda Descoqued 1980. The attractive, lush and beautiful Flortet is Isabel Shirley, an ostentatious woman who kills men, has just been widowed for the 8th time. Her entire fortune was slowly fading and now she is about to be ruined. But suddenly she sees her good luck appear again. A Canelita Pep Maron with a good heart who suddenly becomes a millionaire, winning the prod and falls in love with her. At the time of its release, the film received criticism from regular to very negative, and as was usual in Armando Bo's films, it was censored during the last Argentine civil military dictatorship due to its erotic content. Number 27. Adios, Muchachos 1955. Two neighborhood boys who succeed, one as a singer and the other as a pianist. It was filmed in the street of Buenos Aires and on the Quim Coast. In the film, the singer Alfredo Dalton interprets, among other works, the Waltz Nelly and the tangos Do Not Ask Me Why and Rancor. Two Neighborhood Boy is a film in Argentina in black and white directed by Armando Bo according to the script by Rafael Garcia on a subject by Julio Sender that was released on November 29, 1955 and whose protagonists were Juan Quito Diaz, Paola Alonso, Alfredo Dalton and Marcelo Ruggiero. It was filmed in the street of Buenos Aires and on the Quilmes Coast. Number 26. El Último Amor en Tierra del Fuego 1979. Isabel Shirley plays Isabel, an ex-diva who retired to live in Tierra del Fuego. She becomes a writer under the pseudonym Beatriz Olaya, falls in love with a widowed man. The conflict of a good man fighting between two loves, the violent love for a fascinating woman and the tender love for the little son orphaned by his mother. Number 25. El Trueno entre las Ollas 1957. Thunder Among the Living is a 1958 Argentine drama film directed by Armando Bo, starring himself, Isabel Shirley, Ernesto Baz and Andres Leslo. The screenplay by Paraguayan writer Augusto Rob Bustos was based on his short story La Hija del Ministro. Set in Paraguay, the story is about a strike at a sawmill, the first film to feature full-frontal nudity in Argentine cinema. Thunder Among the Living scandalized audiences and became a major box office success in the continent. It rocketed Shirley to stardom and is now considered a cult classic. Number 24. La Leona 1964. Number 23. A Butterfly in the Night 1976. A Butterfly in the Night finds the couple on autopilot and their winning formula beginning to show its age. Watchable enough for the obvious reason but rarely more diverting than the average telenovela. The distractingly deja vu storyline is a constant reminder of the team's earlier and better films. While vacationing in Paris, wealthy Argentinian rancher George falls for sensuous streetwalker Evan. He saw her with furs and flower but sees a butterfly in the night, unwilling to give up her free and wild ways for the love of one man and the life of a housewife. Number 22. Put Out or Shut Up 1959. The love story between a man and a woman, children of rival fishermen. The film is remembered for a violent fight scene between the character of Isabel Shirley and Alba Mujica in the drains of the city of Buenos Aires, located on the Berazacuti coast. Actress is swallowed in sewage and Shirley had to be hospitalized after having contracted hepatitis. In the United States, it was exhibited with striking titles such as Put Up, Shut Up, Position and Position of Love. And erotic scenes were added by the actress Angelique. Number 21. El Sexo y el Amo 1974. After an accident, a man is paralyzed and as he can no longer consummate relationship with his wife, he is forced to propel her into adultery much to his regret. Number 20. India 1959. When a man escaped through a river from the police chasing him, he accidentally met an indigenous tribe led by an attractive and mysterious woman in the middle of the Amazon jungle. From there, a seduction game begins between the man and the boss that goes through the custom and tradition of both. Initially intended to be shot entirely in color, this dramatic film directed by Armando Bo and starring Isabel Shirley aims to be a mixture of tribal cinema with an adventure story, always tinged with the exotism and erotism that the collaboration between Bo and Shirley give off. Number 19. Ardent Summer 1973. Don Martin Sotomayor, owner of a large farm in southern Argentina, having witnessed a striptease of Barbara in the city and having fallen in love with her, he has her kidnapped by Juan and Beto. The two capture the woman, kills her husband Raul and embark on the long journey, during which Beto violates her. At the farm, Don Martin is a true tyrant who, whipping or killing, turns to his family and workers' wishes. Forced to marry the ferocious master, she tries to conquer her stepchildren. But Beto is massacred and Juan is forced to flee, wandering like a hunted beast. Not being able to count on the workers, she ends up doing the revenge alone. Kill her husband and his defender is finally reached by Juan. Number 18. Heat 1960. A beautiful woman takes refuge on an island is constantly harassed by men of various kinds. This film is without a doubt the first serious philosophical attempt on the national screen. A kind of distressing neo-existentialism that starts from different and perplexing angles to crystallize a thesis. Magdalena is swiftly in underwear and a feline and sensual dance while her husband tries to pay attention to Sartre. Number 17. Intimacies of Prostitute 1972. Maria is a village girl who, tired of harassment and resignedly accepting the demand of her employers, decides to travel Buenos Aires. Although she tries to get away from that life, she has no choice but to become a prostitute, giving up her body for some money to survive. One day the millionaire lands on a Joe Louis appears, with whom she falls head over heel in love, and decides to restart her life with her in the southern Patagonia. But Colo, her former employer, chases her and tries to rape her. Number 16. Favela 1961. A young woman from the Brazilian favela goes to luxurious stages of international song, jump from the picture sequences of the Rio de Janeiro hills to the physical beauty of Isabel Shirley. He moves between these elements, relying without greater security on the sentimental and artistic story of a girl who from poverty and anonymity passes into material luxury through her transformation into a theatrical star.